Greetings and welcome back once again to Gettysburg. I almost said Republican bayonets on the Rhine, but no, Gettysburg. Now, where we left off, Pender and Heath were nice and positioned, ready to assault. We were just waiting for Rhodes to arrive. So, the Federals are starting to prepare around the town and on the lower slopes of Cemetery Hill, but we shall see. Now, let's see what they're up to. As always, as we see, their line is taking shape, as is mine. Interesting. I might be tempted to launch an early assault just because of, well, the way his line is. Some more guns arriving. Though that cavalry has been a little bit of a pest, but not too much. It's just doing what it's meant to be doing, sniffing around my flanks. In the meantime, he's still just going to be preparing breastworks, among other things. Which I do not want to be assaulting the town when it's got breastworks at the entrance. Yeah, that will be absolutely awful for losses. I'm trying to buy time, that's the issue. I'm trying to just build that buy time until Rhodes arrives. And he looks like he's moving most of Buford's cavalry off at this point. For very good reason. It's done its job of delaying me. If it sticks around the town, it's going to take unnecessary losses, and cavalry is atrociously expensive. He's definitely going to be keeping some of the smaller vedette-style units milling about. I wouldn't blame him for keeping 50 men here, 70 men there, just to keep an eye out. But the big, chunky regiments of cavalry, for the most part, I suspect he is going to withdraw to the flanks, because again, they've done their job. He wants to make sure I don't flank or pull anything crazy. Plus, by going round to the flanks, he's naturally going to be causing me worry. What to do? Again, mostly waiting for that one reason of waiting for waiting for the arrival of Rhodes. As the arrival of Rhodes is what's going to really give me an oomph when it comes to the power of the assault. I could possibly sweep him off the field right now with Pender and Heath, with old Henry Heath, but why take that risk if I can just wait a little bit longer and have a 3rd Division assist? No need to suffer unnecessary casualties by being rush, as I've got hours yet until darkness. So again, by just buying that little extra time, they're at the brick kiln and they're sitting on the railway line. Alrighty. 1 unit recover fatigue. That's about it. So, as always, let me do that. Now, kicking it off, what can they see? They can see me there and there. So you can probably guess about the rest of the infantry brigade sitting about there. That's probably why he's put this regiment sitting in the Bliss Farm. Now, it's got a, what are they gonna do? They're probably gonna try and get my guns. So, got to do something about that. You 4 guns will let's do the guns first. Focus on them, and then you 4 guns will fire on them. So then you 2, these 4 guns can focus on the guns up there, as will you. And then you we'll do the same, actually. There we go. Took out another gun. So, but before we do anything else, let's do the big thing, which is bringing Rhodes down. Rhodes should be visible. He might see the lead elements of Rhodes approaching now. Which I'll accept. But the arrival of Rhodes is actually going to be very important for me. As well, the arrival of another division to the line. Well, not necessarily what I mean. What am I thinking? But the arrival of another fresh division for the assault should give me enough oomph, I think, to smash my way through them and take both the town and possibly Cemetery Hill. let us do the cavalry. You are going to come this way, and then from there you're going to get onto, cross the railroad and get onto the York Pike. So you're now on the York Pike, or near enough. Where are you? Yule is over here. Who's just going to be zooming this way to rejoin with Rhodes in time for him to set up an assault. How far left do we think? Maybe another 2 turns before he arrives? That's going to be pushing it. It's going to be really pushing it with delays, but I think that's probably the best option. The 17th Virginia Cavalry is going to come down here. South of Hunterstown, and then from there they will basically get onto the pike and basically sit around Granite Hill. As Granite Hill is going to be my nice big, well, it's not going to be my nice big, it's going to be essentially an observation spot. Because, well, it's the biggest, it's the largest point around anywhere, by the looks of it. Yeah, Granite Hill looks like it's the highest point around. So, you'll give me nice big observations. Because you're not really tall. Yeah, so I'll make use of Granite Hill. As Wolf Hill is certain as, and Wolf Hill is just a mess and not worth my time. It's just awful terrain. Wooded, walled, just ugh. And incredibly uneven. So it would slow any assault down excessively. Alright. So let's get Smith moving again. The question is, do I want to break off early to come down the pike? I suppose, yeah, actually, rather than coming because of the turning up here, it might delay him an extra turn, but by turning off here and heading into Hunterstown, I can head down the Hunterstown road or head down this road to the pike and zoom down the pike. I think that is what I'm going to do. Early is not going to strictly follow, he's not going to follow his historical road, which is the Harrisburg Road. He's going to break off, come down from the Hunterstown Road. Naturally, I would have no idea about this, and it's not like I could be giving him these orders, realistically. He would be coming down whatever road he would be coming down. Because he doesn't know necessarily where this road leads. So he could turn here and end up in Baltimore, for all he knows. So, still, Stone Jug Hill. Table Rock. Interesting. This is actually a decent terrain feature. It's a nice ridge. Shame it's nowhere near the battlefield. Yeah, it's a nice elongated ridge that eventually leads to Oak Ridge. Oh, that's interesting. If you look, there's Oak Ridge, but the ridge actually sort of continues sort of all the way along up to here. While it's not necessarily one ridge, geologically it's an interesting feature that it's sort of a whole ridge range. Now, the question is what to do with... You can come this way, they can come down the road more. And then these boys, the 1st Marylander Cavalry Battalion, the Hagerstown Road. You will go set up on there. You've then got a decent line of sight over things. And then you will set up there. Likewise, to just keep an eye on my flank and make sure they don't do anything too radical. I will shimmy Perrin's brigade slightly, though. And then I will detach... Maybe I detach the 26th North Carolina down here and then up here to scare them off. These are the A&C 3rd West Virginia Cavalry, 2nd Brigade. Just to sort of protect my flank. Naturally, these boys will detach, but I think that is acceptable. You, the 45th Georgia, will head up here. Ooh, interesting. I'm actually going to have to... I will pull those guns back, I think. Form into line. He's sort of sniffing around my flanks, unfortunately. Gather the 12 guns there. And then Hill will basically do... He shouldn't have any easy access to my guns or anything now, because he can go that way, but I think he'll run out of movement before he gets anywhere. Let's see. Do I want to launch that assault? I really, really don't. But the question is, do I? As it would immediately put him under pressure. I don't think I do. I think I wait one more turn or so before we kick it all off. Davis, I will perhaps, but just to be sure that his cavalry doesn't do anything too crazy, I will just basically shimmy Davis's Mississippi Brigade slightly. I think that is acceptable for now. Nothing too crazy is changing. Just shimmying around, ready for the inevitable assault. I will, however, probably... do I? No, I don't think I do. I was considering sending the Alabama battalion forward to sort of probe, but I don't really need to. I can see him. I can see what they're up to. All we're waiting for now, then... Lee arrives next turn. Rhodes should arrive about... what? Maybe 12? I don't mind kicking off the attack a little early, but as long as Rhodes is sort of, quote, here and deploying, and therefore ready to assist and take over the assault, I'm happy to go. But for now, since he's not here and ready to take over, he's not far away, don't get me wrong, but he's not quite... I think next turn I will kick it off and begin. I think next turn is the kick-off moment of where we begin and launch just this generalized assault on him. But in the meantime, the guns are going to continue to just do their work away at trying to silence some Federal guns and nipping at their infantry. The usual stuff artillery does. I think for now, however, I will just press onwards. So, I thank you all for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the series. But until next time, I will see you all very soon. And as always, these are non-scripted, so I tend to ramble and tend to mumble. So, I apologise for that. But without further ado, I will see you all next time. So, until then, bye-bye for now.